My name is Nicholas Corey, and this is our group project for A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. The theater production. Our theater company name is Out of Space Theater Productions. Our budget is that we will be needing a $20 million budget due to the fact our production will be being performed in Mars and not on Earth. The budget continued, and then the theatrical concept. The $20 million budget will be used to pay the director, performers, costume designers, makeup artists, backstage crew, props, the actual building of the futuristic stage, etc. Since it is being performed out in space, we will need a bigger budget to pay for all the necessities. The main overall theatrical concept, we believe the best theatrical concept will be futuristic. This is because sounds on Mars are really different than they are on Earth because of lots of different factors. All sounds will be lower, which will create a serious and calm atmosphere for the whole play. Also, sound on Mars is going to travel slower, which will make it more appealing for the audience. Overall, our decision to pick the theatrical concept to be futuristic was the fact that watching a Shakespearean play in the future is definitely something we would all want to see and experience. The time period, era, setting, and location. The time will be the year 3000. The era will be the third millennium of the Anno Domini, or the Common Era, which is from the year 2001 to 3000. The setting and location. The play will be performed on a thrust stage, in which the stage will be more futuristic and modern than the original stage. This is because our overall concept is futuristic. Specifically, the play will be performed on a spacecraft at the out of space stage while orbiting Mars. This does not mean we're going to change the actual play, such as the scenes, lines, etc. Just the location, stage, and costumes will be more futuristic.
A Midsummer Night's Dream on Mars would have an animated and uplifting futuristic tone to it, because while the original story focuses on the importance of power and fertility, our concept emphasizes the importance of evolution and adjusting to the modern circumstances we face. Our perception of Mars in the year 3000 implies that production will have a futuristic design rather than a mythical one like the original, since it will be produced in a spacecraft rather than a normal stage. The central image of the original story could be seen as the love and idleness flower, which regards Cupid and love. However, our concept focuses on the zinnia flower instead. It's also known as the space flower because it was one of the first flowers ever brought to space that survived. In addition to the flower's original meaning with Cupid and love, the space flower now represents eternal love, prosperity, and devotion. Lastly, the main themes A Midsummer Night's Dream on Mars would face is love, transformation, and future. For love, the story emphasizes how difficult love can be and the struggles that a relationship can face when it's interfered with. Second, transformation is shown because taking place on Mars would indicate progression as a society, creating a new environment for the story with adjustments from the original mythical aspects. Lastly, future would be shown because the story would face a futuristic touch to it as its costumes, props, and scenic design would face changes to accommodate its location and time.
Hello everyone. So in this part of the video, I will be talking about my part in this project. I pretty much answered questions 6 through 8, which talked about the color palette, costume, and the props for our play. So after picking a theme, I settled with the colors navy blue, pink, orange, and a green. I picked this because I feel like it reflects more of a nighttime with the darker hints the darker shades, it draws attention to the softer tones, which helps keep the lighting dim and sets the mood for the play. So having a bold colors in the scenery doesn't distract the audience from the members of the characters. Also, costume and lighting go together. Very is very important. Um, so having brighter lights make cooler colors seem warmer, and having low lights make colors seem cooler. Also, I realized that green lighting, the color green and purple often catch the eyes of people, which is great for advertisement. Next, we're going to be talking about costumes. So I picked Elena, and she's described to have light skin and lighter hair color tones. So with her dress, she will be wearing her hair down, super curly, with a light pink layered dress with a flower headpiece going around her head, and a ton of jewelry like earrings, necklaces, um, all of that. And then with her dress, she'll be wearing a light set of makeup. Um, with metallic shoes as they show over here. And then Nick Bottom is known for getting his head transformed into a donkey by Puck. So we're going to be focusing mainly on his donkey head, giving as much detail as we can, making it look realistic as possible. So he'll be just wearing black trousers with a white puffed arm, a long sleeve shirt like the one right here, and a brown vest with some boots, like in this picture. And then lastly, we have the props. So for the props, we'll be talking about, I mentioned the scroll where the names were written in the scripts of their play that Quince had. And then Nick Bottom's donkey head and the purple flower. So the importance of the scroll is pretty much when Nick Bottom asked Quince to read the list of the players and their roles. Also, for Nick Bottom's donkey head, we realized that Nick Bottom was unaware of the fact that he had a donkey head, and this created his inability to recognize that anyone could fall in love with him. And lastly, we have the purple flower, which is used as the flower that is enchanted by Cupid's arrow, which is also known as a pansy.
Now I'm going to talk about the set design of our production. It is one of the most essential parts in every production because it creates scenery and makes everything more realistic for it. As a set designer of our production, I decided to take away usual elements of display such as trees, stone walls, wooden doors, etc. Instead of this, we are going to make everything to look like as a metal, such as metal walls, laser gates, metallic trees. For example, instead of forest, we are going to put lots of broken metal walls, very high half-broken buildings and elements, with lots of laser, sound and visual effects in it, which will create a huge futuristic illusion. Every single object is going to be usable and will be on moving turntable. Everything will move when one of the characters is moving. This will give realistic touches to our production. As we know, our production is going to be performed in spacecraft, so we decided that third stage will be the best choice for us. There will be little space in spacecraft for audience. However, third stage will easily solve this problem by its three-side seats construction. The fourth side will be closed, which will make it comfortable for us to move objects and make futuristic visual and sound effects for our production. It also will help us with lots of different elements to make the production more futuristic. Now the most interesting part in our production. Everything is going to work with robotic mechanism. This means that we are going to change animals, flora, fauna, like everything into the robotic mechanism. There are going to be robotic birds, dogs, flora and lots of other different things which will really highlight the futuristic time period and the place of our production. Our goal is to make everything really look like very realistic and futuristic. So thank you for watching. Thank you very much.